Eyelash extensions. That's actually a business, I know. I didn't think it was, but Kayla and Taya, they proved that it is, and they've grown exponentially. We started in a small little space in downtown Rochester, and now we're here.
We're here.
We made it.
Kayla and Taya are two powerhouses of entrepreneurs. I got introduced to them through a mutual friend, and I remember we went out for dinner, talked about their vision of what they wanted to do in downtown Rochester. It was actually in Rochester in general. We landed in downtown Rochester with their first location, and this is when it was just a dream, when they were trying to get their first ever commercial property that they looked to lease. And as time went on, their dream turned into reality. They eventually expanded to St. Louis Park. Eventually, from that great small storefront in downtown Rochester, they expanded with us to West Circle Drive. Their St. Louis Park location, they outgrew and went to an even larger location. And it truly has been fun to be a part of the journey with Swoon, Kayla, Taya, and their entire team. You know, seeing your guys' business evolve, share with those that don't know what this expansion has allowed you to do, what services you provide, and just what a beautiful space it is.
Yeah, it's truly an amazing space. One thing is the free parking. That was a huge one for us. We do lashes, brows, and facial services. So this bigger space has really allowed us to add more employees, more services, some more private rooms for those facial services, and just kind of helped us expand overall.
And talking about the build out process, because this was your first ever like real build out from just a shell to what it is. What were some of the things you did within the space?
Oh gosh, where do we begin?
I think we first walked through the space when we just had a dream with you, and we had a little Post-it note and we drew out how we wanted it to be, and I'd say it kind of turned out pretty similar, but Bucky got us in contact with a designer and an architect, and we just tried to put our wants on a list and kind of made it come to life that way.
Yeah, my dad is a contractor. This was actually his first commercial build out as well. He usually does residential. So we learned a lot along the way, but it's been a fun process for sure.
Yeah, we've learned a lot.
And I noticed like your concrete, you have really cool floors, you got really bright windows surrounding the entire space. Yes. Just the complements of the different colors too, just so bright and refreshing.
Yeah, we really wanted it to be like bright, airy, that natural light, and then just kind of that like minimalistic look and undertones of the tan and the whites with little black accents. So yeah, we've really, if you look at our Pinterest board to what we've created, they're very, very similar.
Congratulations you two on your continued expansion. It's been a wonderful story to be a part of, and I can't wait to see your continued growth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll never forget the conversation I had with them is when you expand to this location, you're stepping up to the big leagues. This is a brand new building. Rent is not cheap. This is something that when you establish yourself here, in my opinion, you can really establish yourself anywhere in a market such as Rochester or even St. Louis Park, because you have proven that your business can support such a space like the one they're now in. I also remember we measured out floor plans in another building that they were considering, and we're putting down tape on the floor and we're trying to figure out how the layout will work. It's tough to imagine, but the tape did help. And we ultimately were able to establish a budget that made sense, both on the rental side and the construction side. I know Kayla would give a lot of thanks to her father who stepped up and helped with the construction to really help make this possible. So this growth is just another stepping stone to their continued growth as a small business owner. They expanded then into St. Louis Park to a larger location, and I don't know where they're going from here. They're entrepreneurs that are hungry, and they are just continually building their business, and they love what they do. It's so fun to be a part of that journey at Realty Growth, and I cannot wait for them to come back to us and say, we have another idea.